Joining me now is Senior Congress Leader P. Chidambaram. Many thanks, sir, for speaking with NDTV. First question, it's all too good for Rahul Gandhi to say that he will go to the new chief and he will decide his role in the party. But practically, will Mallikarjun Kharge really be taking calls without the nod of the Gandhis? Or is the change only cosmetic?
He will. He is the Congress president. And I think you're underestimating the power and authority of the office of Congress president. Of course, he will consult everybody. He will consult senior colleagues. He will consult the past Congress presidents. He will consult younger leaders. He must consult every one of them. And he has made it clear that he will have a very consultative system of taking decisions. And I think he will be the boss. He is the boss. He's been elected as the boss, and he will be the boss.
What changes in the party shall the workers look forward to with a new chief?
Oh, okay. I can tell you from my talks with many party delegates, including in my own state and district and constituency. They want the process of elections to percolate down to the PCC level, to the DCC level, and most importantly, to the Block Congress Committee level. When this process percolates down and elections are held to these bodies, you will find dozens, hundreds of people joining the party at the block level, because now they have the assurance that there will be an election, and the election will be an open election, by and large, 99% free and fair election. They can come and vote, and they can vote for the candidate of their choice. Once they have the confidence, you will find that a large number of people will rush to join the Congress party, and those who are dormant will revive again and stir themselves and come and work for the Congress party.
But will Mallikarjun Kharge, Mr. Chidambaram, be able to assert authority as the Gandhis do with both leaders and party workers alike?
See, this is a perception you have got that the Gandhis always asserted their authority. That's not correct. I have worked closely with them. They take decisions, but they also consult everybody. And some decisions are left to others. For example, when I was overseeing Goa, many decisions were left to me, and they didn't interfere. And now that there is a formal person holding the post of Congress president, I'm quite sure that the Gandhis will work with him and help him assert his authority.
Now, will it be baptism by fire for Mallikarjun Kharge in some sense, with Gujarat and Himachal polls coming up? And have the Gandhis in some sense found a convenient shield then? The blame will be at Mr. Kharge's doorstep.
You can't have it both ways. You can't say the Congress will continue to be the power sector, power center, and they will distance themselves from the result of the election. These are the standard stereotype comments we hear from the media. Now, all of us are responsible for what happens in Gujarat and Karnataka. You're right. It will be a baptism of fire, because Gujarat and Himachal are only a couple of months away. Karnataka is a little further away, but that's not very far either. Therefore, it will be a baptism by fire. But I'm sure Mr. Kharge, when he filed his nomination, knew that the elections were around the corner.
Has this election, if nothing, brought the two sides, that is the Congress party and those who were upset with the party and called the G23? Many of them have also left the party, but whoever remains out of the G23, have they been brought back into the fold? Because Shashi Tharoor was one such person who was viewed as partly being part of G23. And we've seen some others who signed on the papers for the nomination of Mallikarjun Kharge before the elections. Do you think at least the election has brought them together?
I've always held that the G23 did not exist. In fact, even on the day their letter to Mrs. Gandhi was leaked to the media, I knew that several of them had signed the letter without intending that it should be sent on that day or without intending that it should be made public. The G23 never existed except in the media. And one by one, everybody took his own path. Ghulam Nabi Azad, who was supposed to be the leader of the G23, found his way out of the Congress party. Be that as it may. Now, all that this election has done is it has given confidence to those who were crying for reform that reform will take place. In a huge party like the Congress party, it's not easy to bring about a change. But for the first time, we have demonstrated, yes, we are willing to hold in elections with some imperfections, but we are willing to hold in elections and move forward. Now, that gives confidence to the pro-changers that more change will take place. In fact, I'm not part of the G23, but I'm a pro-changer. I'm pro-reform. I've spelled out the reform measures that are required to be done in the Congress party. And I hope that Kharge ji will begin to implement, accept some of them and begin to implement them. He's on record saying that he will implement the Udaipur Declaration. If the Udaipur Declaration is implemented, that will bring about a massive change in the way the Congress party functions.
In the run-up to the elections, Mr. Chidambaram, many of the leaders from the Congress party actually, were upset with the fact that despite the fact that the Congress is holding elections, even though after 22 years for the post of the president, no other party is put through as much scrutiny as the Congress party. And they cited examples like the BJP saying that they don't hold elections for their own party president or any of the regional parties. Why do you think the Congress party is put through this kind of scrutiny, even though it's in the opposition? Will that work in favor of the party? Does it show that the country wants a strong opposition and is looking for the Congress to provide that?
I hope you are speaking with a mirror in front of you. You, along with others, put the Congress party through this kind of scrutiny. Why? Because we are basically an open democratic party. We are not a closed party. Yes, the Gandhi family had enormous influence over the Congress party for several years. But nevertheless, even during their time, there was not a closed door approach. The BJP is completely closed. There's not even a ventilator into the BJP. And other parties at the state level, less said about them, the better. The Congress party is an open party. The Democratic Party, dissenting voice, heard from time to time, and therefore you put us through the scrutiny. Well, we are prepared for the scrutiny. How many times have I appeared on television to answer questions? No, I can't think of the BJP fielding somebody to answer questions about the inner working of the BJP. We are ready to be scrutinized, but my appeal to is please scrutinize some other parties also. We have passed the first test with very high flying colors.
All right. Mr. P. Chidambaram, thanks for speaking with NDTV.
Thank you.